here from Norwich City Central. I hope you guys are all doing okay. And that win means everything. A huge result for Norwich to kickstart our season against one of the best teams in the Championship. Middlesbrough hadn't conceded a goal for 570 minutes. But Teemu PUKKI'S magic gives us the victory. And I thought it was an excellent team performance. To a man, we showed a lot of character, a lot of spirit. And I'm so thankful that we got the win. And everyone, that second half, everyone was together, the fans, the managers and the players, and it's a huge result for Norwich City Football Club against a Middlesbrough side who looked quite disappointing, I have to be honest, even though I was expecting them to probably win this game. But no, I thought Tim Krul's has his critics, but he shut them all up today. And anyone who doubts Tim Krul's ability as a goalkeeper, I question your sanity. Two fantastic saves in this game, and obviously he's had a tough start perhaps to his Norwich City career, but we know he's a quality keeper, and two great saves. The fullbacks, Jamal Lewis excellent, and Max Aaron's probably up there with man of the match for his home debut in a league match. It was absolutely terrific, a brilliant performance by him. Set up the goal to Teemu PUKKI as well. He was bombing down that right and giving us a lot of energy and a lot of positivity and going forward. Defensively as well, Zinnerman, Tim Closer, excellent. I'll talk about later on in this match review about the Tim Closer incident, but both of them were excellent. And I saw a lot of people, getting a bit worried about Grant Hanley's injury. It's a huge blow for Norwich City, and while it is a blow, you've got to remember last September, Norwich City recorded a record-breaking 5 clean sheets in this league, and Tim Closer and Christoph Zinnerman were at the back. Christoph Zinnerman is a brilliant centre-back, and he's filled those shoes in perfectly. Moving on to the midfield, Alex Tettey showed his leadership is brilliant. I've been critical of Alex Tettey, as many Norwich fans, but he was excellent, and so was Leitner, pulling the strings, brilliant. Buendia had a positive game, showed in spells what he's all about. Stupiman had a positive first half, but drifted out towards the second half. And Ono Hernandez causing a lot of teams problems with his pace. Didn't quite have the end product. But Teemu PUKKI with the magic, slight deflection from his goal, but he's in the right area at the right times, and that's what we've been lacking, especially last season. That striker in the box, not being there in the right position at the right time. And Teemu PUKKI, great positioning, and a great strike as well. He hasn't got long to hit it, and he does hit it, and importantly, he gets it on target, and the slight deflection takes it away. But looking into the first half performance, Middlesbrough probably had the better chances, although I think Norwich played better. Braithwaite getting almost on the end of a cross, and Johnny Howson as well. A key moment in this game in the first half. Johnny Howson turning the defender. Tim Krul with a huge save. Big performance from him. And then, we had a couple of decent chances. We had more of the ball. Putting them under pressure. Max Aaron's was flying forward. Tettey had a couple of great volleys, didn't he? One hitting the target, one going wide. And the second half is when we really sticked up. I thought we showed a lot of togetherness in the first half, but the second half I thought we were so much more positive going forward on the ball. Buendia into Aaron's, into PUKKI with the goal. That was a huge moment in the game. And straight after that as well, Middlesbrough had a chance. It was a good save by Tim Krul, wasn't it? Braithwaite, the sub, gets into the box, and Tim Krul, with his feet, brilliant save, and that's critical. When you just scored a goal, you can't be conceding another. And yet again, I appreciate the spirit and the hard work the team showed, because it was a great team, hard-working team performance, with all the men putting their bodies on the line. And then from the 70th minute onwards, Ono Hernandez had a shot. It was quite a comfortable save. And then obviously the Tim Closer incident. I bet Tony Pulis is going to go mental in his press conference, saying how has he not been sent off? Well, from my perspective, Tim Closer's pulled him back. Assombalonga's made the most of it. It's probably not a yellow card because Jamal Lewis is covering. But importantly, the linesman, he says it's offside. I think he says he's offside, and therefore the yellow card is redundant, isn't it? So that was a key point. And then a golden chance from Middlesbrough at the end. I thought we showed a lot of togetherness and a lot of spirit, as I've said, defensively, but they did have a big chance from a corner. We all know the threat Middlesbrough have from corners. A huge team with Aidan Flint and George Friend and Jordan Hugo, and he had the chance, and it's flicked to him, and he flicks it over the bar. Huge moment in the game. And then from then onwards, we showed grit. Middlesbrough piled on the pressure. 2 banks of 4. And we showed excellent composure, and hopefully we can kick on now. That's a great result for Norwich. One where we showed a lot of character and spirit, and fair play to Daniel Farker as well. I was slightly critical of where he can take this club, and obviously he's still got a long way to go, but just look at how he's brought these youth academy players, and it's amazing. You know, the development Jamal Lewis and Max Aarons have had in his spell is terrific, and I've got to applaud Daniel Farker for having the balls to play these youth players and developing them, and it's really, really exciting to see how good he is at developing players. Obviously he's still got a long way to go, but it's really, really positive performance, and I'll pretty much keep the same team, I think, going into the midweek game against Reading. But brilliant performance. Norwich showed a lot of character, defensive grit and determination to see out a 1-0 win against high-flying Middlesbrough. Please leave your thoughts down below, subscribe to Norwich City Central, and I'll see you later.